Good evening, morning, noon, night, whatever it happens to be in your time zone internet. Ben Barrett back again with Mr. Richard Scott Jones.
Hello.
Despite the layout of the sofa that we're sitting on, we are in fact talking about a League of Legends patch. Patch number 7.1.5? No, 7.15. I got there. 7.15, 7.xv, 7. I don't know. However you want to pronounce it.
They know better.
Yeah, the Urgot rework is what it is. Tell me all about it, Rich.
Well, yeah. So big news. This is the Urgot rework. Riot have recently said that they're going to do a lot more of these individual champion reworks,
Right. Okay.
as opposed to reworking a whole class like the tank or assassin.
Oh yeah, I remember them saying because they kind of had these massive patches where they'd be like, here's 3 people that have been completely changed, and then presumably that was pretty hard to balance.
Yeah, they said something to that effect. So now they're focusing on individual champions and figuring out how they fit in the game. So expect more of these in the future. Urgot is the latest though. He's got a whole new kit, almost like a new champion essentially.
Yeah, he seems like they're pretty. Like they changed his ult's completely different.
Yeah,
he has a totally different passive, right?
Yeah,
that's quite exciting bit.
It is quite exciting. Like it's his knees explode and spray fire on everybody, and it seems like yours too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's fairly common actually.
I imagine that's quite hard to live with.
Yes, yeah.
Anyway, that's what the whole champion seems to be built around. Like his legs can shoot fire at enemies whenever he hits them for bonus passive damage.
But it only do it once per leg, right?
Yeah,
so he needs to walk around them.
Each
but
leg's on cooldown.
And it looks super complicated. It looks complicated to make, never mind play.
And all of his abilities sort of synergize nicely with it in that they cause a lot of damage and a lot of slowdown, but they also cause an automatic lock on. And he has an ability called Purge, which sort of bombards locked on enemies.
Right.
And his ult does big damage and slow, and if it brings an enemy below 25% health, it'll also pull them towards Urgot for an execution attack that'll also cast fear if it succeeds.
Yeah.
So lots of synergies within the kit, lots of sort of high damage and debilitating potential. It's quite exciting.
The ult's super cool. I really like how it looks. I think it's going to lead to some pretty hype moments. It's very clear. I mean, if you go back over the past however many years of League of Legends, it's very clear that they've realised what people get excited about, and this idea of once someone's getting dragged in, the only way to stop it is to kill Urgot. So it creates these moments of tensions, these moments of people getting super excited in the crowd or whatever, and it also just looks really brutal,
right?
Which is pretty good. So what about on the skin side of things? That's always the other half of this.
Yeah, the other half of every patch. Obviously, Urgot, it being a rework and all about him, he's got a new skin, Urgot the Dreadnought, and all of his existing skins have had an update. So that's 3 old skins that have been updated. I particularly enjoy Crabgot, especially
the big crab.
It's a big crab, giant enemy Crabgot, I think is his full name, and especially the new splash art for that looks great.
I had a glance at them this morning. They look super cool. They've really made him quite threatening, which is it's good because you looked a bit derpy before, I think. They seem to have kind of fixed that. Anyway, yes, go on. So, and there's also a Mega Squad skins, right?
Yeah, newer Mega Squad skins for Fizz, Tristana, Twitch, and Veigar. That's the other side of the big cosmetic news, and the new Omega Squad has got a new ward, and both Urgot and Omega Squad have got new login screens as well.
Sure, yeah, it looks like there's 2 login screens this time around. I would expect them to go. Usually, skins come out like a week or a couple of weeks into a patch, so I would expect that to be the login screen once the Omega Squad skins are actually live, and then the Urgot login screen will be like when the actual patch goes live itself,
right?
Because he will arrive with that. They look pretty cool, the Omega Squad ones. I'm kind of glad they're expanding that skin line. It was kind of like a half joking thing. Right. It's like super super serious, and they take it super seriously, and they act like it's really serious. But it's so dark that it's very obviously like a kind of a parody of itself. So it reminds me of Warhammer 40k a little bit actually.
Yeah,
in like that level of kind of super armor and really really dark stupid storyline.
There's definitely a sense of that, and yet they're all cute little woodland creatures.
Yeah. Not anymore. How about the balance change side of things?
Well, there's been a load of these, loads, mainly to champions.
I was surprised because I hadn't looked at the patch until this morning.
Right.
And then it was like, okay, this is like the longest patch notes that we've had in a long time.
Yeah, dozens and dozens. It was good fun to write up, I have to say. There's only been a couple of minor tweaks to items so far, but there's loads to champions. Too many to really discuss on a video. But
yeah, I'd deleted 5 this morning because they reverted them. And there's still loads more.
Yeah. But one thing I would say is that cooldown reductions are quite a common commonality across them. I think we checked there are 8 champions unless they've been reverted.
Some of them have been reverted, but there were 8. I think maybe it's probably down to about 6 now.
Okay, But so that many champions have had ability cooldowns reduced, which will have some kind of an impact on the meta.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. It looks like I would guess that they were talking about a few weeks ago, leading into the Worlds patch. And I would expect this is the last big kind of set of balance changes, and they're just trying to get it to a point where the people that were obviously overpowered, they've brought down. Rek'Sai got some pretty heavy nerfs, I noticed, and they're trying to bump up a few others just to make sure there's a bit of champion diversity in what is the biggest month of League each year. So yeah, look forward to that. Should be out in a week from when this video comes out.
Yes, indeed.
And then 7.16, 7.17, all the way to the end of the year. Once again, do remember the end of year patch this year is apparently humongous. So we will enjoy covering that, and we'll let you know as soon as we know more about it. Please do hit like on this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe for more. Plenty more coming up on the channel this week and for the rest of time if we have our way. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Take care.